Okay, folks. Last week's Memphis Wrestling. Adam Roberts is not happy, and one of the best things about this head of the programme moment when he comes out with the whole of the family, well, just in case, and his best friend Zay, is that he leans into, and I've seen a tweet about this or an X message. That name change is not really taken, has it? Anyway, a message about this that he put out around being dropped perhaps by the WWE ID system. I might have misremembered that, but he certainly leans into it. He says, I don't care if the WWE doubts me. And all of that feeds into the anger he feels about being disrespected. And so he takes it out on Peyton Presley. Oh, thank you very much. I don't think that Peyton is telling Aaron, thank you very much, after being drop-kicked by the big man, beeled, choke-slammed, and given several earthquake drops. He gets the first, the kind of sitting on him drop. He does get a few shots in. Does Peyton, thank you very much. But, there are some afters as well. Another earthquake drop, and Zay stops him, giving Peyton Presley, thank you very much. You got the idea. A third. It's a bit of a naughty way to start. Jake Brewer was with Boss, by the way. He's got an extraordinary tash, Jake Brewer. Some people suggested that Tony Schiavone was asked to grow a tash when he was working WCW because he looked a bit younger. There is a real difference between those, Jake Brewer and Tony Schiavone, right now, but I'm sure Jake Brewer will blossom into that role. And he's with Boss, who has been called overrated by Vashon Harvey. I don't think he is. But why is he not part of the WWE ID programme? He's been mentioned several times by Dustin Starr, and quite rightly too. It's weird, isn't it, why they haven't picked him up. He reckons he's the new king of Memphis. Thank you very much. It's all over the place this week, isn't it, in Memphis Wrestling? Then the first match proper, really, is Marco Harris versus Chris Lex. They're both baby faces, and they both don't half have a go. That high drop kick. I mean, he was virtually on the ceiling, was Marco Harris. The headlock is work. There's a Lex basement drop kick. A cheeky Nando's kick. Yes, thank you, Mr. Ospreay, from Marco Harris. But when he tries for the springboard cutter, Chris Lex grabs him and hits a spine buster. But Harris gets a cutter, a counter cutter actually, and then hits very quickly that springboard cutter for the pin. And it wasn't bad at all, This was quite good actually as well. Shocker and Wonderboy chatting. Now Shocker can't speak, and he's got all the bzzz. And Wonderboy says, I want you to teach me your superhero. There's no seeping going on here, that'd be horrible. Superhero power. He then drinks a well-known energy drink. It's not Prime. Does Shocker, and just touches him, and Wonderboy flies backwards. Very good actually. He shocks him. Very nice. Quite like Raven Black versus KJ Rocket actually as well, with Seven Cruz being banned from ringside. He didn't know that, and he's not happy. He's having to be carried. Well, first of all, he finds it quite funny, and then when it dawns on him, he has to be carried backstage by security, which is lovely actually. DDT, Diamond Diana Taylor, I think she's called in Memphis, who's still out with an injury because of the eyes issue, you see, is on commentary. Doesn't give us much really. As Justin says, she can show us her broadcast journalist skills. Not quite sure they're honed yet, but anyway, you've got a big Beal from Raven Black, and not a great world's strongest slam. KJ Rocket then goes to the eyes, but then falls to a huge clothesline from Raven Black. At this point, Dustin tells us that the locker room is very close to that of the NBA. So much talent in there, you see. He's talking it up, isn't he? Quite rightly so. Well done, Dustin. Then somebody new knocks Raven Black down. KJ Rocket hits a standing moonsault, which is lovely. The ref is distracted, and I thought maybe Raven Black's going to win anyway, but no, KJ Rocket pins her anyway. It's a bit it's not what you'd expect from Wrestling 101, really. And that person is Jay Pariah, apparently, who's been here before, and he then stomps a chicken. Not a real chicken, that would be awful. A toy chicken. Yeah, it's not a real chicken, don't cluck it out. It wouldn't be that. That'd be clucking madness. But, no, it's, and the ring would have to be cleared, the mat would have to be cleaned and everything. Unless you did it on the apron, and even so, it would be a bit dangerous, someone could slip on it. Anyway, he doesn't, it's a toy one. Yeah. So, we now get Dyer County Fair footage, which is, it's a piece showing how exciting it was. It's great, actually. We're at the merch table with the fans. Buff is signing, looked over by John Dalton in a kind of I'm here to protect you, a protective way. It's really nice, actually. We've got a bit more of this Wolfen thing. There's Forest, there's Chaos. I don't know where it's going, this. I just get the feeling that it's lost its way a bit. Maybe next week will be a bit different, or on this week, it's on tomorrow, isn't it? A new one. And we do see something from the Dyer County Fair, which is great. With Big John Dalton, who's with Buff Bagwell, versus Simon. Psycho Simon, as I like to call him. It's a street fight. Simon brings a sledgehammer to him and smacks Dalton in the back with it. There are some punches. He chokes John Dalton with what looks like a scarf. So really, you're not really going to be able to choke him because the scarf will stretch. So you're not going to be able to get much torque on it, Simon. I mean, I'm only giving you advice, really. Then there are some sledgehammer shots from John Dalton. There's an edit which shows them on the stage, which is quite away from the ring, actually, with Buff Bagwell being trash talked by Simon, but he smacks him with a cane. And then there's after a trash can shot, John Dalton, and it shows that Buff is still the stuff. And all of that, you know. Anyway, here's Oso. Oh, so ordinary, in my view, with Jake Brewer. And Vashon Harvey saying that the Boz is overrated. But this match is not overrated because it's blooming good. I love the way that Boz hits a fall-away slam early, catches him off that top fall-away slam, off the top rope. I like his huge backdrop, clothesline over the top, a basement drop kick for Vashon for a 2 count, a suplex, and then a float over, really smooth for another 2 count. When he gets on Boz's back, Boz has to, I think he hits three corners before he'll fall off the back. It's great. I can't do it, I can't get you off me. But then there's an uppercut off the top from Vashon Harvey, a flying elbow from Boz. They're both down, they're both up together. Boz gets the elbows and a Beal, which is called a suplex by Justin. I don't think it was. I think it was actually a Beal. Oso gets a distraction. Referee David Knight wants him out. He spits in Bosby's face. That's a good moment. More of that kind of thing, please, for Oso. Then we'll know what kind of character he is. Who chases him round the ring. He gets in the ring, and of course Bosby runs into a spine buster for a 2.999. Recurring. Gets the shoulder up. Oso then gets the Cobra Cup, stands on the apron. There's a ref distraction, which allows Vashon Harvey to wrap a chain round his fist. But he falls to a Bosplex, and he manages to smack Oso. After that, hits the ripcord clothesline, gets the pin. It was great. And then after a low blow, there were some afters from Vashon, naughty man, a chain assisted punch, and he leaves, or the program leaves us with Vashon Harvey and Oso, cup in hand. Not athletic cup, don't get too excited. Cobra Cup in hand. Whether he'll take that now and claim it as his own, pretty much like Nixie XS did recently, and it worked out for her, we shall see. But this was something very good this week. No guests needed, not too many angles. It simmers along beautifully. And Memphis Wrestling does this week in, week out. Ta-ta.